Okay, happy Tuesday, everybody. Running a tad bit late. It's okay. 6:49. Wanted to be here by 6:30, but I had some issues with the thumbnail, and so I decided to change the thumbnail a tad bit, change the lighting sequence behind me a little bit, and then also make sure my audios are nice and loud where you guys can hear me clearly. Yesterday, I didn't play any music. Today, I'm not going to play any music because although the music is copywritten, it's the same music. Sometimes I get a little annoyed hearing it. So we're going to draw. You're going to listen to me talk. And today, it's going to be about dieting, getting lean for the summer. Thank you, sir. So we're going to get lean for the summer while we draw. How about that? Because a lot of people are under the impression, honestly, let me put myself here so that way you guys can see what we're doing here. The color is not red, people. The color is black and white, but because of the lighting behind me, it changes the print and the color of the print to yellow. But without further ado, let's get busy. First things first. Are you guys aware, honestly, that you can eat a person who eats badly, right? Poorly. Person who eats poorly, and what I mean by eating poorly, I mean a person who is, hold on a second. Thank you, Sally. Good to see you. Good to see you on the stream, sir. This drawing is sick. Look at that thing. That thing is sick. Anyhow, so you could have an individual who is, someone that maybe eats out all the time, has a lot of fast food, it's basically basically on a fast food diet, right? And then someone who eats whole foods and is very health conscious. And that person, the person who eats fast food, can have a body fat content of, let's just say, 15%, right? 15% body fat content, but he eats or she eats like crap. I would say he, because if you're a female at 15% body fat, that's pretty impressive. More than likely you're on like some sort of anabolic steroid. But anyway, for a man, let's just say you're at 15% body fat, which is good. It's a very good place to be, very healthy. For somebody who doesn't have, who does eat healthy and their body fat content is, let's just say at 30%, and that person eats healthy, that person eats whole foods, who do you think is in better shape? That's the question. Because a lot of people are under the impression that just because you eat well, you eat really good, you eat your vegetables and your beans and all that stuff, but you're overweight. You're fat. You're at 30% body fat. Who do you think is healthier? The individual that eats bad, who's at 15% body fat, or you, 30% body fat? Well, you know the answer, obviously. The answer is the individual who's at 15% body fat is healthier than you. I know it's hard to believe. And that individual is probably eating like Taco Bell every day. Why am I doing this without my glasses? Taco Bell every single day, Burger King. I'll give you an example. Back in the day, when I was a police officer, we used to see these homeless guys, we used to call them scrappers. And these scrappers would push carts all day. And inside the carts, there would be metal. And these guys looked like they were ready to compete at a bodybuilding show. Push carts all day, ate like shit, and all they did was walk with their carts to their destination, sweating bullets, trying to make some money, and this is what they did on a daily basis. And these guys ate like crap. However, these guys were probably 7-8% body fat. I'm talking lean as hell, like incredibly lean. Who do you think is healthier? Who do you think was healthier? Me sitting inside the police car, having a coffee and a donut? Or do you think the guy pushing a cart filled with metal and garbage, sweating his ass off, eating probably one meal a day, right? Shredded to the bone. I don't need to say anymore. You guys already know the answer. You guys know the answer already. The homeless guy was healthier than me. Yes, sir. The homeless guy was healthier than me. Why? Because at the end of the day, calories are nothing more than a unit of energy. Every calorie, it doesn't matter what it is, it's a unit of energy, right? At the end of the day. We know that protein builds muscle, right? So you would want to capitalize on having a higher protein diet when you're working out and you want to build muscle, you want to maintain muscle. But at the end of the day, it's calories in, calories out. Doesn't matter what you eat. So those of you that are, trying to find the right diet, it's not the diet. It's not the diet. It's your lack of energy output. That's what it is, to be honest with you. Okay, why is this? Okay. I see. All right. So this is the outer portion of the 0. That's from this space here. So now I need to put on the second 0 here, that needs to be right about there. Okay. Yeah. So when you guys are trying to diet and you're wondering, what should you eat, you're going about it the wrong way. I did the same. I made the same mistakes too. Honestly, I made the same mistakes. I made the same mistakes when I was losing weight, dropping weight. I was more concerned about, what should I have, to keep me from gaining weight, or, should I have, more vegetables, or, less carbohydrates. And I went on a, I went on a kind of like on a downward spiral into like all sorts of YouTube fitness channels and dieting channels to see what was going to make my life better when it came to losing weight and building muscle. And the simple answer to it is you train as hard as you can and you try not to consume the amount of calories that you need daily to put you over that weight, that threshold. Right? Everybody has a certain amount of calories that would maintain their weight. Mine currently right now at 160 pounds, mine is 2,400 calories. That's what I would eat every day. I won't gain any weight. I won't gain any weight. I won't lose any weight. I won't gain any weight. At 2,400 calories every day, I am maintaining 160. So obviously, if I do a little bit more cardio, maybe reduce a little bit of calories. Maybe I'm totaling between my cardio and my calorie reduction, I'm totaling around 500 calories. Guess what? I'm losing weight. It doesn't matter what you eat. at all. You know what matters? Your protein. When you want to build muscle, that's what matters. That's what freaking matters. That's the only thing that matters. Try to get a gram per pound. That's it. Try to get a gram per pound. You don't need a fitness guru to tell you this. You don't need a dietitian to tell you this. All that is BS. It's all BS. The entire market, the entire fitness industry is all BS. The entire industry, it's all crap. The majority of them are on steroids, or the ones that aren't, that are natural, are just gifted. They have insane genetics. It's all BS. Everyone can lose weight. Just shut your mouth. Shut your freaking trap. Stop eating so much. Move more. Get up and move more. That's it. It's not rocket science. Let me get to this drawing, because I'll be here and I'll start getting in my feelings and start going on a tangent, and I won't get this done. So for today, for example, today I started basically my dieting phase, right? My dieting routine. And what did it consist of in terms of food, since we're on the subject of food, right? And what it consists of was chicken and some onions, some bell peppers, some mushrooms, a little bit of olive oil, and that's it. I had that twice already. I'm about to have it again for the last time. So I'll have that 3 times today. 8 ounces of grilled chicken, 1 bell pepper, yellow or red, whatever color you like, and 1 onion, 1 yellow onion, a little bit of olive oil, because you do need the fat content in there, right? You know, don't drizzle the entire, just a tablespoon of olive oil. A tablespoon of olive oil is 120 grams. So you got to be careful when you're pouring the olive oil into your skillet or into your wok or whatever. Make sure it's a tablespoon, because you can go over like this. If you're not measuring it, that's a problem. A tablespoon, 120 calories, 12 grams of fat. Fat's very important when it comes to preserving your hormones and your testosterone levels and all that. You can't really go zero fat, man, because then you'll screw yourself all up. I did that. I screwed myself up. I remember I went close to having 0 fat, thinking that was the problem. That wasn't the problem. Just like I went to having freaking 0 carbs at one point, and that's not the problem. The carbs are not the problem. The problem is you just eat too much. You're eating too much. You know how many people I know that say, but I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot. But they're like 300 pounds, and I don't eat a lot. I only eat once a day. What are you talking about? You only eat once. You may eat once a day, but it's a lot of food, and it's probably a lot of high-calorie foods. I don't eat a lot. I love that when they say that. No, I don't eat a lot. Oh. Okay. All right. You don't eat a lot. I think that could be it. I think I might have to go a little bit longer than this. Yeah. I don't eat a lot. I couldn't be a trainer. I could never, I'm telling you right now, I don't know how people do it. But I could never be like a personal trainer, because it just wouldn't happen. I would fail. My brain doesn't operate well when people are just like making excuses after excuses, especially like if you just don't get it, like, you know what I mean? I could never do it. I just, my brain shuts down and I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. You don't want to train. You don't want to work out. You don't want to get healthy. You're just making excuses. You just want me here. You want me here like on your shoulder to just talk to you to death, to tell you, you shouldn't be putting that in your mouth. Nope, don't eat that much. And maybe you should work out a little bit more, do a little bit more cardio. Nope, that's what you want. People pay to have like that angel on their shoulder, to constantly be in their ear telling them what to do, because people just don't want to take the initiative to, to get healthy and lose weight. What do I got here? See, I'm talking, when I start talking about like fitness and health, I start losing focus and I start messing up. All right, let's focus here. Come on. So each meal that I had today was around 600, about 600 calories, a little less than 600 calories. And all I had, like I said, bell peppers, onion, mushroom, 8 ounces of chicken. I had that twice. I had it twice today so far. I'm not done. I still have one more meal left. This year, at going on 52 years old, I promise you, what you're going to see is going to be pretty incredible for somebody who's completely natural this year. Like, I've managed to put on a little bit more muscle. It's just going to be on another level, because this year, I want to get down to 145 super lean. Super, super lean. It'll be the lowest I ever get probably since I was in not elementary school, but like junior high school. But at 145, probably at, I would say, around 8% body fat. And I'm going to try to keep it there too the entire summer. I'm going to try my best. See how I feel. I have a blood test that's coming up pretty soon as well in March, the beginning of March, because it's always good to have your blood checked before you come down on your diet. Like right now I'm dieting, but I'm not dieting crazy. I just started today, kind of like reducing the calories a little bit, adding a little bit of cardio. Like I walked for an hour on my treadmill, nothing crazy. Just to go into the diet nice and easy. I want to show people that you can do it without drugs. You can do it without Ozempic. You can do it without, obviously, steroids or testosterone replacement therapy. Like, I don't know if anyone watched my last workout videos, but when I got my testosterone levels checked, my testosterone was at 328. 328, which is on the lowest end of what I'm supposed to be. Like, I can be, from my age, weight, height, I can be anywhere from 280, I think it was, at the very, very low, which I'm almost there, right? I was almost there last year at 328. So 280 all the way up to 850, right? And that would be, obviously 850 being at the pinnacle. Like, if I was at 850 right now, if I got on TRT to boost my testosterone levels up to 850, I would be jacked to the gills. Like, it would be stupid. trying to get there without it. Trying to let people know that you can get there without using TRT. Not to mention TRT is, in my opinion, for most people don't need it. In my opinion, it's terrible for you because it'll shut down your natural testosterone levels and then you'll stop producing it. And then you'll always need TRT for the rest of your life. Now imagine if something were to happen to the United States where they stop importing TRT, or because currently we get it from China. So imagine if they shut it down or they raise the price, which they probably will, the way things are going right now, right? They'll raise the price, people can't afford it, and all these individuals that are all jacked and bloated right now, right, that are on TRT, they shut it down, now you're not going to have any. It could happen. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. In my opinion, that's one way to cripple America. In my opinion, that's the best way to cripple America. Oh, so we have 50% of men, including young men too, like in their early 30s or late 20s, taking TRT when they don't need it, right? Just to get big, they're using it as a cycle. That's what they're using it for. And China says, all right, we're going to handle it this way. We're just going to shut down the TRT distribution. And we'll see what happens. See what happens to their men going forward. Some of you guys think that can't happen. That could happen. That would be crazy. Imagine that. Oh, this is coming out. This is coming out pretty sick. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Imagine. China's like, yeah, all right, we're done. We're done sending you TRT, guys. Figure it out. That would be nuts. What did I write down today? Let's see if I could see. Yeah, how many calories? So 2 bell peppers, red and yellow, were 127. 1 onion, 108. Olive oil, 120 calories. 8 ounces of baked chicken, 240 calories. You got the seasoning. I added an extra 60. Also, you know, when you're guesstimating these calories, if you're gonna do it by hand, then you gotta go up. You gotta guesstimate it higher. Don't guesstimate it lower. All right. So I stand corrected. It was actually 655 total calories, 60 grams of protein, 16 grams of fat, 55 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fiber, 11 grams of sugars. Look at that. I have everything included in 8 ounces of grilled chicken, 2 bell peppers, and 1 onion. I have everything. I have protein, I have fat, I have carbs, fiber, sugar. I have everything. You can literally have that 3 times a day and get shredded. So if you times that by 3 meals, that's 1,965 calories. Let's take away 200 for those that don't do anything. You just sit on the couch, right? You're probably retired. and you don't really do much. You go up and down the stairs here and there, but you're mainly on the couch. You're just sitting down, shuffling papers or playing with your remote. Let's bring you down to 1,765 calories. All I need to do to be at 1,500 calories is another 265 calories worth of cardio. I can do that in 30 minutes. I can go for a walk. It'll take me an hour. I'm down to 1,500. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't anybody do that? It just makes sense. That's what I do. That's my plan. Even doing this, standing up and drawing and all that, like doing this is like considered fidgeting. This is excellent for you for burning fat. You're burning a little bit of fat, right? Throughout the day, especially if you're standing up all day, it's perfect. This is excellent. So when you guys see me this year, this summer, actually this spring, looking phenomenal, and you're like, yo, how do you do it? How do you do it? This is how I do it. You know, and some of you say, well, how could you eat chicken every day? It's simple, man. I don't look at food as a source of enjoyment. Like, I don't. Food for me right now is just is more survival than anything else. You know, like I just, that's how I feel. And the more whole foods I eat, the more I don't miss pizza, which I love pizza. I haven't had pizza in ages, but the more I don't miss it. I don't think about it. I don't think about having bread because I'm getting my carbs from my vegetables, right? So I'm not getting my carbs through bread, even though you can if you want to, but that's not what I'm doing. So I don't miss it. My muscles are fully fucking carbed up. I feel great. I'm not lacking any water or anything like that. There are probably some artists that sit down and draw for 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, and don't move. They don't move. They just do this. They just draw all freaking day. You know how unhealthy that is? You got to move. All right, so you see this line on the bottom? It's too dark. It's got to be the same color as the shaded area that I drew in. Let me see if you can see that. Let's see. I don't like this purplish color because it kind of throws me off a little bit. Let me change the lighting schematic here. Is that better? I don't know if that's better or not. Yeah, we'll keep it blue or green. Is that green? Yeah, we'll keep it green. That's my story, man. I'm sticking by it. The only way you're going to see progress is through what you put in your mouth. It's the only way. And obviously, sleeping, which we don't have to go over. Everybody knows that they should be getting a good night's sleep, right? That's everything, especially for men over 50. Like if you're over 50, man, and you're not sleeping for 8 hours, that's tough. That's tough. And if you're one of those individuals that have high testosterone levels naturally, God bless you, man. God bless you. So that's pretty much it. Like in terms of what I think, dieting should look like. Very simple, very simple, very straightforward, to the point. You got to strength train. You got to lift. You got to stimulate those muscles. Even if you can't do it, like you got to try your best to do it. It might hurt in the beginning, but you got to try your best. I saw this, I was watching this podcast earlier today, and the podcast was about how Gen Z is going to have a real hard time, I would say within the next 10 years, because the baby boomers are they're about to die off. Either that or they're about to be on Social Security. They can't work anymore because they're in their 70s. And a lot of these individuals who are in their 70s, used to be the electricians and the carpenters and, the people that have real jobs, right? That make this country prosper. And Gen Z is not having it. Gen Z doesn't know how to wipe their ass correctly, let alone put up a wall in their basement. And so they were basically saying how, if you're studying, if you're young, like 18, 19, maybe you graduated high school, like the best thing right now is to take on some sort of electrician, job or plumbing job. And you're going to be a hot commodity within the next, I would say 10 to 15 years. Like you're going to be making a shit ton of money. Electrical engineering, any of that thing, anything where you got to use your hands, because as long as we have houses, shit needs to be fixed. HVACs, flooring, walls, electricity, there's always going to be a market. And Gen Z has absolutely no idea what they're doing when it comes to doing stuff inside the house. So if you're a kid, a young man watching this right now, it is in your best interest to not look at somebody like Kai Cenat, who's a gamer making millions a day, making millions a day. That is one individual who made it. That's not you. That is not you. There is a strong possibility that you could become very wealthy in those fields, doing that type of work, especially if you're good at it. Like if you're good at framing, if you're good at electrician and plumbing and all that, you're going to make a lot of money because there isn't going to be any competition. The competition is dying off. Your generation, Gen Z, does not want to deal with that. They don't want They don't want to get their hands dirty. They look at those guys that are laying bricks or laying down flooring or putting up walls and all that, building houses. They look at those guys like those guys are idiots. Why? Because it's easier to make money on social media. It's easier to do this and make money. But this may not be around forever, right? Like at any given moment, they can just turn off the lights. Just like that. And anybody who's an influencer or a fitness influencer or a YouTuber, their job and their source of income will disappear in a blink of an eye. Then what? So I thought that was like pretty interesting, and I kind of knew that. I have a friend who does this type of work, and he's phenomenal at what he does. And I honestly believe he's going to be a rich man if he continues putting in that hard work, because there's nobody that can do a job the way he can at all in this area, at least. So, man, I'm taking forever to do this zero. What a mess. Okay. Let's see. I apologize. Did I even do it right? I didn't even do it right. Damn. Shit. No, I did, but all right, we can figure it out. That's a terrible circle. See, this is where I get lazy. When I'm not paying attention, I'm not focusing, I'm talking crap to you guys. But yeah, man, like being a plumber, an electrician, man, those are the jobs. Those are going to be the jobs of the future, because no one is doing them. Everybody thinks they're too good to do them. That's the problem. Like I've never thought that I would hear in my wildest imagination when you ask a young man today, in his early 20s or whatever, or late teens, what is it that you want to do? They'll tell you, I want to be a gamer, I want to be a YouTuber, some sort of personality on social media. That's wild, man. See how this looks. It's all right. I got to put a shadow on the top here anyway. So on the top there anyway. So that'll cover that mistake a little bit. Let's continue. So basically, what I'm drawing here is the seal on this $100 bill, but the seal is not like supposed to be fully in focus, fully in focus. So I'm basically just scribbling here to make it look like something is there. Yeah, like if I had to do it all over again, I think I probably would have been a contractor of some sort. Definitely a contractor. Build houses. Because once I learned how to do the work in my house, forget it. I didn't stop building out my studio and all that stuff. Like I just never stopped. Now forget about it. I mean, now I can't. Any little idea that pops up in my head, I wanna tackle it. And then you guys also got to remember, like, the reason why, like a lot of these guys on YouTube, got to where they are today was because of COVID. Because prior to COVID, you didn't really have too many people paying attention to YouTube the way they do now. Like now, YouTube has become the, primarily, I would say, daytime television for a lot of people. I know I personally don't watch television at all. I just watch, personalities on YouTube. How's that looking? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's looking sexy. I like it. All right, so it wasn't that bad. It's not too bad. I do got to fix this part though. I'll go back to this top area. I'll go back to the top area once I'm done, like darkening these shadows, making these things super black. I'll be spraying it with an adhesive where, it'll just keep this on here, and then when I go over it again, it'll be super black. But it is looking fantastic. All right, on to the United States of America. Let's get this in there. So this $100 bill, I'm actually going to put that right there. And that right there. Yeah. So now this is going to be around right there. Or yeah, because from here to here is where the, okay. So I think here we should tackle the money first. So if we're looking at this in the center, basically that's the center. All right. That is so annoying. Look at those 100s. Look at those zeros. Woo, this is coming out crazy. Damn, I just like I shock myself. I shock myself all the time, right? That's why I do it, because I want to see how far I can go into making something look spectacular. That's why I do it. It's a challenge. I love challenges. I've always been competitive, and stuff like this is very competitive to me. I want to be the best. I'm the best. This is only number 14 for me. Picture number 14. After 20 plus years of drawing, this is only 14. Come on. Is that not skill? Is that not talent? Natural born talent. I could do all things. I'm him. I am him. I'm that guy. Don't worry about it. You guys are going to learn. You'll learn. Let's rock and roll. I want to get ahead of myself. And then I love it when like, you know, some people that I know, they'll send me like accounts with like these artists that are like super incredible, you know? I mean, working on images that are like, you know, that would take weeks to complete, weeks, you know, just to do like the corner of the eye took the guy like 20 hours, you know, to make it that hyper realistic. I don't know, maybe one day I'll do that, but I love it when they send me these things because that's who they are comparing me with. They have to get the top of the top. They got to get the best of the best and share that with me. You know what I mean? Thank you, sir. Like in my mind, I'm like, thank you. I know. You have to get the top of the top to share it with me because the work that I do is just that incredible. I understand. But those people have been doing it for decades. For decades. I stopped for decades. And this is where I'm at. Come on. Come on. When I get there, because I will get there. When I get there, I want you guys to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy that you have right now. Yep. Silent. I still want you to remain silent when I get there. No need to clap and big me up. Nope. Keep that same energy, people. I will get there. It's just a matter of time. Let's continue. Oh my God, I hate that noise. Why does it sound like I'm writing on a chalkboard? What the hell is going on? That's ridiculous. Appreciate it, Volt. It's getting there, brother. It's getting there. I'm chopping away at it as best as I possibly can. This one's going to be called Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. Well, I can tell you what. I don't expect support at this stage of the game. You know, me being, I got a lot of things going against me, right? First of all, I'm a 52-year-old man, right? No one wants to see a 52-year-old man, you know, drawing, right? That's why I do a combination of so many different things, right? Staying healthy, training, you know, talking about the nuances within fitness and all that stuff. And I haven't really shown you guys like my studio, what my studio looks like when it comes to photography, but doing that in itself, like doing photography, I was huge. I had a huge love for photography and creating amazing creative images. I would say from 2014 to about 2018. 2014 to about 2018, man, I honestly thought like I was going to make it because the stuff that I was creating was original stuff. And today, you know, fast forward to 2025, nothing's original, right? Nothing. This is why I moved off with photography, because photography is it's like you've seen one image, you've seen it all, right? How many images could you see of a woman wearing a specific outfit, let's just say, right? Or a beauty image, and she's got, I don't know, a freaking spider on her face. Like, how many of those images could we possibly see before we're like, yeah, I've seen this already? So I had to move on. And not to mention it being so saturated. And then, you know, with the, I would say with the creation of AI, I think AI really put a hole in that field, because AI can create something quicker and better with a lot less effort than any man can. So, you know, that's how I feel. And that's one of the reasons, hold on. Yeah, exactly. So for here's a perfect example. This image here was created by AI. So I had to recreate it and, you know, make the lips different and the so that way it's not an exact replica, right? I didn't want to make it an exact replica. I wanted to add my own, you know, touch to it. So I did want to make the teeth a little bit funky and the lips a little bit cracked and, you know, giving my own flair to it. But yeah, I don't expect the praise just yet. I think the praise is going to come a lot later on in life, when the things that I speak about when it comes to fitness and men, how they don't need testosterone replacement therapy, and how you can do without the BS, without the supplements, just by eating right, sleeping right, that you could achieve an amazing physique and still be healthy, never get sick. I don't get sick, bro. I don't get sick. You know, I'm not taking medications. I'm not going to doctors for advice when I get, if and when I get sick. I know what to do. Like, I don't know. I think as time goes on, maybe it'll start to catch on and people will be like, oh, that's a good old man to follow. That's a good old man to follow. You know, he's a combination of everything. I can do it. I can do everything. But yeah, honestly, let me put on my glasses because I can't even read what you're saying. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. 100%, man. AI isn't perfect. And Again, if they ever turn out the lights, right? If they ever shut it down and the internet goes dark, I still have these. I can still create this, you know? That's how I see it. But at the same time, I still do want people that know me to keep that same energy. Like I do. I want those people because I know a lot of people. And I know that a lot of people know what I'm doing and know what I'm trying to accomplish. And, you know, just keep the same energy. That's all. You know, it'll be the people that will get the most love are the people that I don't know that support the channel. Like the common names that I see, maybe the people, you know, that I'm going back and forth with, you know, that I don't know, never seen a day in my life. Those are the people that would get the most love. Because they supported me when I only had 400 followers and 10 views. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, man. That's how I feel. Absolutely. 1000%. You don't really need AI. Like I tried my best not to use it, and they're making it very difficult because you can ask ChatGPT just about anything, and ChatGPT will make everything appear like nice. Like ChatGPT will just be like, you know, what can I say about this post? I just finished creating this image. You know, give me a quick one-liner. And ChatGPT would just come out with 10 quick one-liners, and you'll be like, wow, right? So if we start getting used to that, we're never going to think. We're never going to be able to think. Before you know it, like I've seen memes where we're just going to be dumb. That's what it's all for. So you got to keep your mind stimulated. You still got to create. You still got to create shit from the ground up, and yeah, keep it going. I got back into drawing because not, you know, working out and training and stuff like that, you know, there's only been so many videos I feel personally that someone can post throughout the day. And it's funny that I say this, bro. It really is, because I'll watch a guy like Greg Doucette every single day, knowing that he's going to say the same shit every single day, but it's like a drug. It's like he hooked me, right? And in my mind, I can't get past doing the same thing because it's like my insecurity starts to get the best of me. And I'll start saying, damn, I posted this already. I don't want to do the same thing. Oh, fuck, I posted this. Like, I said this already. I don't want to do the same thing. And then all of a sudden, I start running out of ideas, and then I just stop doing it. Whereas he, along with other influencers, they say the same shit every goddamn day, and these guys are getting 100K, 200K views. They got 2 million, 3 million followers. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. You know, it's very strange to me, but I will check. Hopefully, you posted some of your stuff online, Volt, and I'll check it out, man. I don't know if you got a YouTube channel or anything like that, but if you don't, or if you do, I'll check it out and see what you're working with, man. You should. You should. I was just like you. Nah, I'm not gonna post it. I won't post this. Nah, no one cares. And that's probably like, you know, one of the biggest mistakes, man. And you don't need, honestly, you don't need an elaborate setup either, bro. Like all of this equipment that I have right now wasn't for videography. It was all for photography. And I invested in all this equipment that I have for the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all been paid for. I still have two Nikon D850s. Like I haven't even moved to mirrorless yet, which I would, right? But I'm not buying anything else until the channel gets monetized and I start making money. Other than that, I'm not just gonna go ahead and start wasting money if I'm not making any money. That doesn't make sense. But if you have an iPhone or, you know, any sort of smartphone, I would say go ahead and do it, man, because you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, dude. There's a market for everything. For everything. And all you need is a phone. You take one phone, downward shot, and just watch you draw. It could be anything. You know, it's like I told my son, well, yeah, I get that, but you see, it's funny because I was the same way like you. Like I don't want anybody knowing my shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't want anybody copying like my style or what I want or how I draw, how I do it. I don't know. I think I guess that's a preference. You know, it's really up to you. But the point I was going to say was that I was telling my son, I said, listen, if you're going to game, then you got to go live and you got to game. If you're going to sit there for 2 or 3 hours straight, then you got to at least get a camera, you got to mic up, and you got to go live because it doesn't make sense. And look at him today. Now he's monetized, right? And now his channel's making money. You know, so, and I'm not saying that this is what he does, but because he took that advice, he wound up getting monetized. So, if you're going to do it, then you might as well just put the phone on a tripod, face it downward on the paper, and, you know, build your following. You don't even have to talk, man. There's so many people that I follow that don't even talk. They don't say shit. They don't say anything, you know? But they leave it open for children. And that's what I don't do. Like, I don't have my channel set to kid friendly. And that's a big mistake because YouTube is primarily all kids. But I curse, I use profanity, I talk about real life issues that YouTube may not want, you know, children to hear, especially when it comes to like police related stuff. You know, I don't know if you knew this or if you followed the channel, but I am a retired. I'm retired from the New York City Police Department, and I was a detective, and I retired as a supervisor in the detective bureau, and so I have stories for days, man. The shit that I've seen in Brooklyn. I used to work in Brooklyn, and the shit that I've seen on a daily basis is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. So I kind of like pull back, and I don't talk about those things because, you know, I don't know if it's appropriate. You know, I don't know if it's appropriate. It's just crazy, you know, especially like back in the 90s when I was in a gang unit. There's so many things that went on during those times that I would probably, I don't know. But yeah, let's see. What's his channel? My son's channel, he's on Twitch. Hold on a second. Let me text him. 'Cause I don't even know his channel. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's call him real quick. See if he picks up. My kids don't pick up, bro. Like, why is it that when you turn 21, it's like you don't pick up for your dad? You got to pick up for your dad, man. Pick up for your dad. This is ridiculous.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
You
The person you're trying to reach is not
I could be
available.
stuck
At the
and
tone,
stranded
please
right
record your
now. Like,
message.
what are we doing here? Like, I could be stuck and be calling because my life depended on it. They don't pick up the phone. My daughters, none of them. They don't pick it up. It's ridiculous. But he'll probably call me back. Yeah, he's definitely on Twitch. Yeah. I don't know what's his username or whatever it goes by. But he'll call back. He's probably in the gym right now getting busy. Yeah, but I told him, I said, listen, you are in phenomenal shape. You're a good-looking kid, right? I always hear you talking crap, right? Get a camera, get the mic, and get on it if you're going to play. If you're not going to do that, then I don't want you playing. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. You could be putting 2 or 3 hours into your studies additionally, you know? Like he'll study and stuff like that, but my question is this, like, are you rocking all your exams? Are you getting all A's on your exams, right? If you're not, then you could apply the 2 or 3 hours that you game into your studies. If not, mic up, cam up, get busy, get yourself monetized, and he did. Yeah, man. Appreciate you chiming in, brother. And hopefully I'll see you soon. All right. Thanks for keeping me company. How's this looking? Let's see, how is this looking right here? I don't know about this edge. This edge is leaning in too much on the bottom. It's a little bit far out on the side. See, this is what happens when I talk shit. I lose focus. But it's looking good. It's looking good. It's just I gotta correct this line. This line is a little out of order right here. But the seal is all right. Seal is looking good. The $100 bill, the $100 symbol rather, that's looking good. And then I got the United States of America that's going in right here. That's looking good. Yes. All right, how long I've been on here? All right, it's been 1 hour and 27 minutes, folks. Normally I'll stay up here for an hour, but I need to go eat my last meal, which is, let's bring the scene back up, which is 8 ounces of grilled chicken. I think I might have a red bell pepper, 1 onion, 1 whole yellow onion. I would say a half a container of mushrooms. Mushrooms are delicious. And what else? A little bit of olive oil. You need the fat. And that's about it. And today will be a complete day. Today was a productive day, if I may say myself. The image is coming out fantastic. I'll show it to you one more time. Look at that. The bottom lip goes right here on this side. That shit is looking dangerous. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I do it because I love it, man. You know, and you got to look forward to doing things that you love on a daily basis. If you don't love doing it, don't do it. This is what makes me happy. This is what keeps me happy. This is what keeps me motivated. You know, so until tomorrow, I'll try to be here early, man. 6:30. Today I was late. I know, 6:50 something or whatever. I'm using the same thumbnail tomorrow, so I'll be out here pretty quick. And other than that, I will see you on the next one. Appreciate you guys, those that chimed in, kept me company. And I don't know, maybe I'll start talking about some police encounters, keep you guys interested. Only if there's people in the chat, though. I'm not just going to talk to myself. That doesn't make any damn sense. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one.